So what happened is the police chief of Los Angeles uh, hosted the premiere of my film, the From India with Love film, and they invited me to Los Angeles, and we had a beautiful screening that the city of Los Angeles hosted. There were about 450 people at the Paramount Theater studios, and I led a meditation at the end of the screening, and I got a Medal of Honor. I got a badge from the LAPD. And then the police chief said these words. He said, looking at the audience, he said, "Your film is great, right? What you saw is transformation of these victims of different spheres of spectrums of violence. But we can't come to India with you. We all can't come to India with you. Can you bring India to Los Angeles?" So for me, I was so proud that day that this is a invitation from the largest police department in the world to kind of bring the wisdom of India to help them solve their problem of gang violence in Los Angeles. So I relocated to Los Angeles, and I told the chief of police that I have something unique, an idea that needs your air cover to bring it to life. Like, I will do all the legwork. And here was the idea. The idea was LA is known as the gang capital of the world. This is where gangs have been born. So drugs, etc., etc. It's known for it. Of course, it's also known for Santa Monica Beach and
Of
Hollywood.
course, the other
But
side.
the other side has the other side. There is one homicide, murder every day, almost. So, what I told the chief of police is, can we bring people from the gangs and the LAPD cops and the victims of gang violence? So, these are opposite stakeholders.
Right.
They are seemingly opposites. They don't have anything in common. They don't come and have Starbucks together, right? They don't chit
Right.
chat. So, I said that is where I would like to use the wisdom of India to bring them together. Okay, so what is the spirit of them? Why are they coming together? Because all of them are and must be traumatized. Because violence, even if it's secondary violence, will leave you with trauma.
True.
And so he liked the idea, and that's all you need. So I walked on the streets of Los Angeles South Central. I met with the gang leaders because you can't do any work in those communities until the gang leader says आ जाओ, right? It's like इधर
Oh,
अपना भाई भाई होता है, वैसे सेम है. तो मैंने वो गैंग लीडर को उस दिन बोला कि मैं इंडिया से आया हूँ, और मुझे लोगों से बात करके ये समझा है कि योर कम्युनिटी इज ट्रॉमेटाइज्ड. यू नीड टू मैनेज योर वेल बीइंग. इफ यू डोंट, do you have problems about blood pressure, diabetes, And he said, yes, of course. So I said, I'm going to teach you something. I taught him Bastrika Pranayam that day. And I said, how was it for you? His reaction was, this was good. Okay, so he said it. I said, Andre, if you can practice this for 5 days, I will take you for Indian food on the sixth day. Call me. He called me, and he said this has been very powerful for him personally, and sees it now why his community will benefit from it. So that was the day when I felt a breakthrough. Okay, so perhaps it has never happened in American history before that former gang members, victims of gang violence, school teachers, and the LAPD cops, we brought them together in a 2-month boot camp on yoga meditation practices. Okay, and so what happens when you do Sudarshan Kriya, when you do pranayama, when you practice yogasana, is you start feeling healed naturally. Why wouldn't you? And when you heal, compassion automatically arises from your heart. right? Because compassion, peace, love is your nature, kindness is your nature. It's blocked because of the trauma. So at the end of 6 weeks, I asked them, how many of you would like to be teachers of this? And everybody raised their hand. So that is where I taught them how to teach a little bit of pranayama, a little bit of wisdom of non-violence. So perhaps for the first time in Los Angeles history or American history, we have brought seemingly opposite stakeholders in one room and did a boot camp on yoga meditation practices uh, to unite them in their heart and mind to start with. Yeah. So at the end of the program, these police officers as well as the gang members, they expressed an interest to learn how to teach in their community. So I also shared with them how they can teach simple pranayama practices and still make a difference. This program
Right.
was then repeated 2-3 times in the city of Los Angeles, and that is where the name Cities for Peace was born. Because
Right.
ideally, the city has all these stakeholders. They think they are seemingly different, but they are living in the same neighborhoods. They are facing the same challenges, right?
Right.
So can a city stand for peace? And the cornerstone of our program is the ancient wisdom of India, that when you are traumatized, you are less likely to see the other as a fellow human being, right? So you are because you are traumatized, you are stuck in your own pain. And so to unstuck yourself, usually we are stuck in events, either events of the past or events that might happen in the future that create anxiety. So the cornerstone of the program is that if you want to unstuck yourself from the event, the traumatic event experiences, then there is a universal science that every emotion in your mind has a corresponding breathing pattern. So when somebody is angry, when somebody is sad, when somebody is happy, so this is the science, that if you want to transform your emotions, you can do it. You can empower yourself by learning breathing exercises to do it yourself. Yeah, so that is the cornerstone, is give them the series of exercises, sudarshan kriya, pranayama, and yogasana practice. Why are they doing it? Because it is helping them release their trauma. Yeah, release their trauma, and it's an experience that you don't have to practice for 6 months. Immediately at the end of the session, you are going to feel good. And if you do that for a few days, you're going to feel a new person. So that science is the cornerstone of our programs, is the wisdom of the rhythms of the breath, of how using your breath you can manage your emotions. Why do we need to learn how to manage our emotions? Otherwise, the emotion makes a slave out of you. Because of the traumatic incidents, the anger, the pain, the sadness, the blame or guilt, these are very heavy emotions, and they cloud your intellect. They make you suffer, you can say.
Please remember to subscribe to us and switch on the notifications for this channel. For our other social media links, more content, and to support our work, please visit citti.net. Dhanyavad. Namaskar.